A self-described registered Democrat who is the director of a new docudrama called America Invaded says with the border crisis continuing to grow, it has now exposed the nation to more of a terrorism threat than during the days leading up to 9/11. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
Terrorist apprehensions at the southern border are at an all-time high, which may beg the question, how many have evaded detection at the border and are here planning their next terrorist attack? And a larger question emerges. After a 20-plus years-long global war on terror conducted in Afghanistan and Iraq, is the U.S. any safer now than in September of 2001? A new docudrama called America Invaded examines this question in depth. And with us is the director, Namrata Singh Gujral. And ma'am, should Americans be worried about domestic terrorism?
Yes, very, very worried. The southern border right now is a vulnerability that has exposed us to terrorism threats far more than 9/11. There is a Senate deal on the table right now, which I'm a Democrat, by the way, a registered Democrat, but there's a few of us who do want to secure the border for obvious reasons, mainly related to terrorism threats. And that deal, no American should even consider that deal, because what we have right now in the U.S. from the southern border in terms of terrorism threats and instigating another 9/11 is beyond belief.
So talk about your docudrama, America Invaded. Talk about perhaps the narrative that you engage in here and what people may be surprised to learn about in your movie.
I think what was shocking to me was I didn't realize how much the coyotes, which is the human smugglers that bring these people on their foot treks until once they fly into Ecuador, I didn't realize how much interaction there was between these coyotes and the people that were coming in. So sometimes apparently they walk for days, and there's a lot of interaction that happens between these people. There is without giving away too many spoilers, there is a scene in the picture where one of the coyote describes what one of the guys who's a potential terrorist, I would say a terrorist, not even potential, because I believe he was actually apprehended, told him as they were coming up to the U.S.-Mexico border. And if that one sentence doesn't chill your spine, nothing will.
What was in that one sentence? Can you describe it to us?
Sure. He basically just said, I hate America and I want to punish Americans. I'm going there to punish Americans.
So we know now, I mean, I guess people probably knew this before, but now in your film, America Invaded, we get some actual proof that the bad guys are coming into America, and a lot of them are probably already here, and nobody seems to be stopping them, and there doesn't seem to be much question but that they want to punish Americans, which presumably means kill, harm, maim Americans. Is that the idea?
I would say the idea is kill. The idea is no different from what the idea was on 9/11. And by the way, we also show in the picture, there have been attacks from fundamentalist jihadists. I want to make this very clear. Not all Muslims are jihadist terrorists. I want to make that very clear. But there is a faction of them that are Islamic fundamentalists, and they believe in this ideologically that non-believers, such as you and me, I'm actually not of Christian faith. I grew up in the Sikh, Hindu, Buddhist family. But anyone who's a non-believer, a non-Muslim, should either pay jizya, which we talk about in the film, which is a tax that non-believers pay, or they should be killed. And it's just an ideology. And that ideology hasn't changed since 9/11. I think the only reason we don't perhaps pay that much attention to it is because the attacks were not on a large scale in terms of casualties. But now that you have this open border and you have millions of people flooding in with close to 2 or 2.5 million gotaways now, the prospect of that attack becoming bigger and hurting and killing more Americans is probably as real as it was over 9/11.
The film has premiered. Where is it available? Where can folks watch it? America Invaded. When did you release it?
We released it this weekend, so it's only been a day. I would really appreciate people watching it. It is on Salem now. It's also on Rumble. And you can just go to americainvadedfilm.com and just kind of support us. We'd love the support.
The director of America Invaded, Nimrata Singh Gushwal, ma'am, congratulations on your film, and thank you very much for your time and speaking with us on One America News.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.